let's see what we have. All right. So my crystal broke off. It's okay. All right, let's see. Father, please bless this reading, provide clear, concise messages for your children. Protect me as I go ahead and channel the messages that you have for the people that are out there that needs to hear them, Father. I ask for protection, guidance, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as you lead them, Lord. And help them keep on the path that you set for them in their lives. Forgive us blessings and help us to forgive ourselves and forgive others. Be open to being forgiven by you. We ask these things, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you, Father. Okay, guys. Alright, let's see what we have. We're going to be starting out with our Leo signs. Then we're going to do Aries and Sagittarius. I'm going to be time stamping the reading, guys, once it's done. So if you're watching now or if you're coming in to watch later and you don't want to sit through someone else's reading, you can easily go into the description of the video, find the timestamp for your reading, and click on it. It'll automatically skip to your section of the reading, okay? Keep in mind that these are general messages, so they may or may not resonate with you. Take what resonates, leave the rest for who it's for. And if it doesn't resonate with you, you can always request a personal reading with me. How to do so is in the description below this video, guys. Make sure you click the description if you want to know more about the channel, about me, or how to book a reading, okay? So Leos. Let's see what we have. Ah, that's beautiful. I love that. Okay, so the first number on the board is 22. Okay. Magnificence, witness, divine masculine, wildfire. Wow. So it's almost giving that energy, Leo, like this is your moment. This is your time to shine. Like it's almost like here's your spotlight. Here's your chance. Stand out in the open. Let your light shine is what I'm getting here. That's for your crown chakra. So we have, okay, Leo, your challenge is coming out as a salamander. So this has to do with your creative work. It speaks about Ouroboros, which is basically the snake eating its own tail. In this sense, it's almost giving like the almost like a feel of something being regurgitated in some way. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, something being regurgitated in some way. And you might feel like something might have hit some sort of blockage, or in some sort of way. Here it's your challenge to overcome. No, this is your South Tower. Your West Tower, we have water wisdom, trusting your intuition as things move forward. As things come together, you might find that being able to sense the outcome of something might be difficult. Something might be hidden or feel like it's in the unknown. Yeah, it's giving like you're going into the unknown in regards to something, and it has to do with your creative work, which is showing up as a challenge, but you're being encouraged to kind of like stand out, let your light show. For your West Tower, you have possible and possibility, astral travel, freedom, traveler, inner dreams. Some of you guys might be feeling, oh wow, the number 10, starting to understand something. That's what I'm like, you're starting to understand something regarding, it's giving, you know how they say believing, seeing is believing, but in this case, it's like believing will help you see, is what I'm seeing here. And it has to do with you releasing and letting your spirit be free in some sort of sense here. The East Tower is also having to be clarified here, because you have two cards for your East. You have the songbird, which talks about feeling, again, feeling blocked, not really hearing or feeling like you have the answer regarding something, not wanting to release something here, holding on too tightly to something here. There's a need for you to let go and let the process happen is what I'm seeing here. Bottom of the deck, you have, yeah, this has to do with your intuition, drawing down the moon, divine feminine source channel, and stillness. It's in reverse. So, Leo, try not to be too controlling of the outcome. The outcome is like, I don't have it on the board, but I'm kind of picturing somebody like trying to reach an outcome and trying to kind of like devise where that outcome is gonna go, how it's gonna turn out. It's giving like the perfect plan, but no plan is actually perfect. Like, it comes with its ups and downs. That you may get what you want, but not the way that you want it. But you need to trust the process, because at the end of the day, you're gonna end up exactly where you need to be, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, let's see what we have. We're gonna clarify your crown chakra. Let's see what we have for that. Crown chakra for the sun, for Leo, please, Father, thank you. You have power in reverse. Oh, I didn't give you your numbers. Okay, so numbers you have here, you already know about the 22 for your crown. Your challenge, which is 23 in reverse, which talks about overthinking, not feeling like you have enough support. For your East Tower, you have the number 10, starting to understand something, and right beneath that is the number 11 in reverse. So it's almost giving like you're starting to understand why something is being blocked, but you still have no clue where it's going, or why something is stalled in some way. For your West Tower, you have the number 34 in reverse. It's just talking about, well, in reverse I'm reading it's 43. It's really just pulling in to say something about your stability might be feeling like it's in the reverse in some way, like feeling like it's falling apart, but it's the unknown. Your overall energy, which was drawing down the moon, you know, your intuition, it was 62, and right side up it's 29. With 62 here, it's almost like something is still in the growing process. It's still in the coming into your reality process here, but it's happening without any support. Okay, so, and from this deck, you have the 24 in reverse, which talks again. You have lots of instability here, feeling like you have no help. So it's giving like a helpless energy in the face of something, but needing to trust spirit as you're going into the unknown. This has to do with the metaphysical, not so much the physical. Like I said before, believing is seeing, not the opposite way around. Let's see what else we have for your crown chakra. It's the formula of faith. I heard that in my head. I was compelled to say it. The formula of faith performing wonders is believing is seeing, and not seeing is believing. Because what you see may not be, but what you believe has the power to be, because it is you manifesting through the Spirit of Christ. All right, so that came to me. I was compelled to clarify that. Okay, so let's see. The sun for Leo. Okay. All right, so you have 33 on the board. Something's happening, something's moving. There might be a lot of movement happening around you, within your life, around situations, persons, places, or things in your life. And you have 25 exhilaration. So there's help when it comes to you getting clarity about something here. That's what I'm saying here. And it might be kind of like overwhelming in a sense. It might feel like it's too much. You might be feeling like you're standing on the edge of a cliff. You're scared and excited at the same time. You don't know what's going to happen here. There's this energy of you being in your head, like wanting to like help out or stand out in some way by aiding someone else who needs help. And in this case, it's almost like it's giving your power away to a circumstance where you have no clue what's going on. It's almost like a chaotic energy. I'm picturing someone walking into like a sandstorm, like willingly, and not knowing how that's gonna turn out. You also have the number 14 in reverse, so 1-4. This talks about inconsistencies, things not adding up when it comes to stability or feeling like you have a solid ground with something here. Let's look at your salamander, which is in your challenge position. Remember, we tend to get distracted with a lot of the things that happen in our physical realm. But things outside of us, like those things are constantly happening. Like if you read the Book of Solomon, he talks about how there's nothing new under the sun. And Spirit encourages us not to focus on the storm outside of ourselves. But what needs to be focused on is our ability to maintain or home our own energies in response to it. So it's not about the battle going on outside of you, it's about the battle going on inside of you. And that's more important. So let's look at salamander for Leo. Retribution. Things are starting to be rectified. You have the number 8, which is the number of karma. What goes around comes back around. So things are being corrected in a divine sense here. The universal system, which was created by the creator himself, has a pattern to it that was divinely orchestrated to support what he had said about planting a seed and reaping what it grows. So whatever you put out comes back. So there's a lot of scales being balanced here is what I'm seeing here. Be it good or be it bad, what goes around is coming back around here. Things are being put in their proper place. And let's see what else we have. Yeah, and this is your energy, Leo, falling right out of the deck. Yeah, I'm still getting this, and it's associated with the number 5, clarity. Put on your crown. Don't let pride overtake your ability to function. Like, you have to stand in authority and tame the beast within while going through a situation here. Bottom of the deck, you have distraction in reverse. Yeah, encourage. Have the courage to clear your minds in the middle of a great deal of imbalances. You have justice, your Libra energy, things not adding up. I'm just gonna pull it aside because, like, I can't make it up, dude. Like, I literally just reiterated all of that before even seeing these 3 line up. But that's what's going on here. But we're gonna pull one more for your challenge here. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Leo. Oh, whoa. Did you guys see that? Did you see how that just like rolled over and flipped right on top of the Leo card? And I'm going to show you what it is because I literally just finished saying tame the ego. And right after that, what fell out was pride. Number 23, pride. You have help when it comes to whatever movement is happening in your life here. But there has to be a sense of taming one's ego here. Do not let your ego, in a sense, like when I say ego, like people think like, oh, I'm too proud, I'm too this. No, your ego can come in many forms. It can come in the form of being overly defensive or feeling like you're being attacked and being overly aggressive to protect yourself because you're so sensitive. Like projecting yourself in an aggressive way because inside you're feeling insecure. That's like, it can come in a form of passive aggressiveness, being too assertive, being overly demanding of others, trying to be overly controlling of things that are happening around you. This is all forms of the ego, and they're not the healthiest form of the ego. The ego is there to protect you, yes, but it is a very slippery slope, extremely slippery. Like one small toe goes out of the way and you're going down the wrong side of the ego. It's not supposed to be able to control you. You have to practice taming that ego because, like any other emotion, it is a tool for you to actually hone in and use in a way that is progressive, that is healthy, that is going to help plant good things in your life and not take good things away. And I'm seeing you kind of sit inside of this position right now, and you have this mirror in your hand, but the reflection's broken. It's almost like a feeling of uncertainty, but you're still standing in your authority. Again, trust is it. I don't have a trust card on here. I have a trust card. I don't even remember which deck it is, but it's giving like this need to trust. Don't take it in on yourself and think that you're the one that controls the outcome of something here. The broken mirror indicates that there's a skewed perception going on here, and the pieces need to be taken out so you can see yourself in a situation very clearly. Let's go on to your East Tower here and see what's going on here. Because with the East Tower, you're traveling. This East always talks about traveling, movement, endeavoring, what you're aspiring to. So let's see, because you have astral travel as your East Tower, which talks about traveling, and where I'm seeing you going is starting to understand. And with the number 10 here, it talks about interpretation and a cipher. Now, if you look up the definition of a cipher is a coded message, something that is unknown, and in some way, and this might even be in your dreams. You might be dreaming and getting the answers to something that is confusing to you, something that you don't understand. And what I'm seeing that you're not understanding here is why something seems to be consistently stagnant. That's what it is I'm seeing here. Like, it doesn't make sense to you, but the answer is within you because it starts with you. But it's almost like, dude, like it's giving me like, okay, you just need to go to sleep and just dream. And I feel like you're gonna figure something out. Like, sometimes I even do that because you get answers through your dreams. Spirit talks to you in your dream because while your body is resting, your spirit is still very much active. You do a lot of astral projecting in your dreams, whether you want to or don't want to, whether you know you're doing it or don't know you're doing it. But it helps you understand. Let's see what we have. All about learning yourself and then learning how to hone yourself, master yourself, so that you are in control and not having all these other aspects of yourself control you. You are the master of you. And as I say that, what fell out was confidence. Number 21 on the board. Helping yourself. Clarity. Oh, wow. This is so cool, guys. Okay. Yeah, rescue. Something's helping you understand something here. And when I say something, I am talking about divine intervention, spiritual growth. I don't know if you're praying. I'm literally kind of seeing someone praying. But remember, prayer isn't just about talking. You know, there's another state of prayer. The prayer part, yes, you're talking in spirit, but then there's the listening part, which comes in with the silence. The be still and know that I am God. That's the meditative state. You have to be still and listen. You understand? So, this is so cool. I haven't been this accept consequence. Rescue, confidence, trust that you're gonna get help. And rescue is associated with the number 3. This is Gemini energy. This is about bringing together two conflicting energies that don't add up and making it make sense when it's right side up like this. And then you have consequence. This is the results of something you wish for, the results of something you put hard work into, because it's associated with the number 16. 6 talks about manifesting, getting, like, putting the pieces together to create something. And after that, you have the number 7, which is God's perfect number of stability. Like, that's the number that comes next. All right, beneath this, you have justice. Are you guys seeing this? Wow. And it's the number 6. Justice. Doing the right thing, skills, balancing out, having a sense of direction. Whoa. This is divine orchestrated. There's nothing you have to do. This is God working. And I always say, when God's working, you sit still and you let him, because you doing something in the middle of what God's doing might mess you up completely. And you have to be able to recognize when God is moving. It's not like we're completely blind on this place, guys. Blind is in this place when it comes to spiritual works, when it comes to the divine, is a personal choice. A person can choose not to pay attention to God. A person can choose not to pay attention to the signs and symbols he's sending us. A person can choose not to listen to God. That's the art of free will. It's a choice. But when you are divinely connected to spirit, to source, to the great I am, to the creator of all things, and you submit yourself to his wisdom, to his knowledge, to his understanding, to the blessing of grace in your life, you start to pay attention, because you're submissive to his role in your life, to what he is doing, what he is saying, and how he is guiding you. And you start to see things that are beyond understanding in most cases. And in this case, that is the ability to recognize when he is sending you signs that he is moving, and you just need to sit there and wait on the Lord. Because the hardest thing to do is sit still and wait on God. And a lot of people struggle with that, and they start to take actions out of ego-based fear, ego-based anxiety, ego-based pride, ego-based vulnerabilities, like feeling threatened, and they start to take action, and they do it in all the wrong ways. I'm thinking of the Thunder Brothers, James and John, being overly aggressive, send down a bolt of lightning to strike them because they assaulted me, or they injured my pride in some way. Like, Jesus was like, what why? Like, they're still my people. So you got my drift here? So you have to recognize that. I always say, when God's moving, here's your chance, so you can spend time filling your cup up spiritually to prepare for when it's time for you to move, because that torch, it's going to go back and forth. You pass the torch to him, he takes it, he takes action. He passed the torch back to you, and that's when you got to get moving. But you cannot move in this lower frequency. You have to move by the Spirit of Christ. You have to move by walking the way and still carrying that spirit inside of you. You cannot let the things of this world corrupt your soul and force you to become the thing that has injured you in the first place. You are still called to operate the way Christ did. This is beautiful, dude. I don't know what's happening. Like, I don't know. I had no expectations for Leo's reading today. I didn't even do a pre-shuffle. I just came in to do the reading yesterday. I took the day off so I could rest, because I was having a crap load of downloaded dreams for the last 2 nights, and I kept waking up in the middle of my sleep. Like, I would sleep for an hour and then wake up at 11, then sleep for an hour, and then I'm up again at 2. It was like I wasn't sleeping, but I was sleeping, but I was having a lot of downloaded dreams. So I was really tired. So I took the yesterday off, and I took the day before yesterday off. And I figured, okay, let's get back to it. So here we go. Let's see. West Tower for Leo. Guidance in reverse. And you remember what I said? The Ocean's Muse was the West Tower for you to begin with here. And this was talking about, again, you feeling like you don't have the answers, going into the unknown. That's what I was getting for your West Tower. And as I say that, there's this sense of not knowing where you're going. It literally fell out. It feels like you don't have the map, but Source has the map. You may not know where you're going, but look at this. There's still a light, a beacon at the end of this boat, and it's going somewhere. It's heading towards the unknown, but you have guidance even if you don't see it yet. Let's see what we have here. And oh, wow, 44. You have 34, feeling like things are falling apart, feeling stagnant, and then 44. Yeah, I feel like this unknown has to do with some sort of loss here. Remember, like, whatever's being lost at this time isn't really a loss. It's like a clearing out of space so something new could come in. That's how it works. Like, you can't open your hands for blessings if you have things in your hands holding it back. You have to practice the art of letting go and having no attachment to temporary things in this life, because the only thing that is permanent is your connection with spirit. I went through a whole 3-year process of learning the art of letting go, and it was not easy. You can learn this lesson by listening and taking it on and putting it as part of your life, or you can go the hard way and go through learning it through experience, which I can tell you is not the prettiest way, because that means it comes with a lot of losses, like losing places, losing material things like clothes or food or a home or anything of a sort. Like, God will take all of that away just so you could pay attention to him and realize that he is God and he is the only thing that you need. So whoo, child, this is beautiful. I remember that lesson too well. That's why I walk by faith, not by sight. And y'all could sit there thinking that I'm losing my mind, but honey, I be seeing the fruits of that labor coming like like a wind. Okay, it's beautiful. And then you have protection. 37, where you're leading, where you're going. I told you, number 16 here, the consequence. You're starting out with the 16, starting to put the pieces together. And I told you the next number is 7, is the number 7, which is stability, God's perfect number of stability, of having things be more stable. And right after that, you have 37, taking action towards stability. And this number is associated with God's eye, the constellation, the overseeing eye that sees all things, that watches all things. And if you notice, there's a ladder leading up to that. It's like, just follow his sight, follow where he's leading you. This is beautiful, guys. Bottom of the deck, you have Aries energy, motivation. Motivation. Here's your chance to trust. Take a leap of faith. You see how she's kind of leaping off of a cliff here? Just jump. He got you. This is, oh, and the number 1, new beginning. This is about your faith, your trust, going into the unknown. Either way, I'm seeing this being amazing, not because of where it's going, but because of who's leading you through it. This is cool as hell. Sorry, guys. This is really pretty. I like this. All right, Leo, that's all I'm gonna do for you guys. That was really beautiful. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like that, hit the like button, guys. Like, show some love and support. Share the video so others can get the message. Spread the word if you need to. All right, so let's see what else we got. I'm trying to go through this quickly because I have something that I have to do and I don't have a lot of time to do it. So we're gonna move on to, did I say Aries? Yeah, we're moving on to Aries energy. Oh, I forgot to timestamp. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna timestamp for Aries. Oh, wait, Leo. An Aries. I got a notification literally just pop up to block the timestamp. Wow. Okay, so 27, 33. Lots of 3s, guys. I feel like all the signs are starting to see a lot of movements, which is not surprising. Like, guys, tomorrow Pluto goes retrograde, endings and beginning, tossing away and bringing in. It's like spring cleaning for everybody at this point. So I'm not surprised that people are seeing a lot of movements happening, like quick, fast, hurry movements, taking action. All right, so let's see what's happening here. Oh, hold on. I'm going to grab some water real quick. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're doing Aries next. Okay, Aries. I'm told to use this deck for you. You're already at the bottom. That's fine. All right, so let's see what we have for Aries signs, guys. Aries, what do we have for Aries at this time, Father? It's still in my head. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. It's still in my head, guys. Go look that song up. It's still in my head. There's an energy of a time of stillness. That's what I'm feeling. Like even the air outside feels very still. It's like wait on the Lord. Wait for the moment. Something's happening, guys. Something is definitely happening. But if you're not patient enough, you might just miss it. So there, I don't know. Let's see. Aries energy. What do we have for Aries, Father? Thank you. All right. Pride. 23, that's your crown. Be careful of your pride. Pride can get you in trouble. You ever hear the saying that pride goes before a fall? You might be feeling like you're in your power, standing in this great authority and being demanding or assertive in some way, and right after that you might find yourself falling and feeling completely injured or embarrassed in some way. Be careful of your pride. Okay, so let's see what we have. What else do we have for Aries, Father? Remember, when you're walking the way, when you're walking the way of God, or walking in his divine instruction, which is actually given not so much as a command to control you, but as advice to help you so you have the best results in your life. But you have to make the choice to listen, or to not listen is your choice. But remember, whatever you plant, you reap, because he's giving you tools to help you have the best results in your life. So you have to really look at that with everything that you do. So let's see. Aries energy, Father. Leo. Out here again, right next to the pride card, like before. And you guys saw me shuffle this deck a couple of times. So this is kind of crazy that the same two cards are falling out back to back next to each other again. And it's Leo's in your self tower right now. It's your challenge. Your challenge is taming your own ego, is what I'm seeing here, or realizing that you have to tame your own ego because it's associated with the number 5. All right, so let's see what's here. Like maybe you're having a hard time understanding when your ego is in control and when you're not in control of it. But it's almost like you have to learn to recognize this about yourself. It goes with the art of mastering you. All right, so let's see. Aries, Father, thank you. Whew. It fell right on your self tower. I think I'm going to leave it there because that's where apparently it wanted to go. Face up, just like this. You have vows in reverse. Someone's breaking promises, going against their own word, might be saying things and doing the complete opposite of what they're saying. This talks about not being reliable, not being trustworthy, not honoring yourself, not honoring the Spirit of Christ. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, and the number is 51 in reverse. This is someone who's looking at things as a glass half empty. They can't see the brighter side of a rainbow, or find the light in the darkness. Like, and it has to deal with themselves or losing themselves in some way, or losing a beginning in some way. This is someone who, instead of looking at a problem and seeing the possibilities in it, they see all the worst outcomes. Okay, so let's see. Aries. I just heard you are what you eat, so be careful of what you eat. I don't know, but that's gonna resonate with someone. You are what you eat, so be careful of what you eat. And I don't think this has to do with food. This has to do with the type of energy you take into yourself. Okay, so, and as I said, that you have destiny in reverse here, losing your footsteps when it comes to walking the path that you were created to walk. Someone's going the wrong direction here. And that's associated with 41. So you with 14, you have 15 in reverse, 14 in reverse, and 14 in reverse, like someone's losing groundedness within themselves. Remember, we're at spiritual warfare. So the spiritual warfare that we're in right now, I told you the battle isn't so much outside of you, it's inside of you. Like, things could create problems in your life, but if you let it come inside of your temple, which is the body of Christ, which is your body, which is a temple for the spirit that God has placed inside of you. Remember, that spirit that you got came straight from source. It's a piece of him inside of you. If you let that be corrupted, then the corruption that infects your spirit is going to start to poison your cup of water, your cup of spiritual gifts, your cup of spiritual growth, your connection with source altogether. It's like someone decaying from the inside on a spiritual level. And I'm seeing like a destructive energy going on, and it's causing someone to lose their way. Because when you're disconnected from spirit, you can't see the light in the darkness to help guide you through it. I'm hearing the scripture in my head. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will not fear, for thou art with me. In this case, it's someone walking through a lot of shadows. And by shadows, I mean a lot of dark things happening in their lives, happening with people in their lives, happening around them. A lot of brokenness, a lot of a feeling of loss, a lot of aggression, and losing themselves in the middle of it, because instead of focusing on the light, which is the source that will guide you through the shadows that you're walking through, they're focusing on themselves, and it's taking away from them in some way. All right, bottom of the deck. Aries, you're back again. Bottom of the deck, we have Aries, okay? And then Catalyst is right behind that. And Limitless and Healing in reverse. So there's a lot of things that might be falling apart, or a lot of things that might be falling apart within you. You might be feeling like you're feeling depressed in some way. Motivation is here, but whatever you feel is happening, it's causing you to, like, I'm getting the energy like act too quickly, do something too quickly because of things happening around you. It's creating unhealthy energy within you, which is why healing is in reverse. Someone isn't focusing on filling their cup up and letting God move. So let's look at, I didn't even pull the other towers up, guys. We're still on north and south. I'm gonna pull the rest. I got so into that for like a second. All right, let's see. What else do we have? The Aries, Father. Thank you. Okay, your East Tower is talking about love. You might be watching someone from afar. It's giving like a yearning energy, a yearning to connect. Like, you see how the waves are kind of like hitting his feet? I'm getting the sense like someone's emotions is overflowing, and they're looking at someone from a distance, but this person is kind of like turned their back towards them in some way. Like they're not paying attention to whoever this is, but it's giving like a yearning kind of an energy here. This is associated with the number 29. It talks about having support when it comes to living in the moment, or living in the act of love, is what I'm getting here. Like someone needs help when it comes to living the act of love. Instead of just saying it, they have to learn to live in it, or live in the moment of it, something like that. And then you have trust yourself at the bottom of the deck, 38. And then you have protection here, and not wanting to change. So, and then you have consequences here. So someone needs to be able to have faith, because I told you before, like there's this energy like someone's like kind of like filling themselves up with some sort of energy here that's decaying them from the inside on a spiritual level. You might be taking in energies of resentment, energies of envy, greed, lust, gluttony, anything like that. And it might be like infecting your soul to the point that it's leaking out of you, and you're becoming the thing that you're afraid of. And there's this need for you to trust that you're protected. But I'm seeing almost like a resistance here, because you might be in a situation here where you feel like something's not changing, but it is changing. You just can't see it yet. And then, yeah, it's giving like something's hidden from you, like something's not ready to be revealed to you yet. It's giving like a testing phase. You might be in a state, and I got that with the challenge. Remember, your cell tower is all about your testing phase, your challenges, your battle of the soul, so that you can strengthen yourself spiritually and not fall within the challenge and become worse off. So the challenge here is to live in an act of love and not in an act of hate. Even though things may not look like it's changing on the outside, there's something changing. You just can't see it. And it's being protected by the divine here, with the God's eye being present here. Let's see what's in your West Tower. Whew. My throat's getting tired, guys. Just trying to make it through the Sagittarius so I could end the reading and then go do what I need to do. Okay. What's in the West Tower? You have awe in reverse. This is Aquarius energy. Someone's not being honest. They're not standing in their truth, like they're hiding their true selves. This could be from themselves and from others. This is an energy of very unhealthy energy. And I did see healing at the bottom of the deck. Someone's cup might be feeling empty, unfulfilled. And you know, when people are emotionally exhausted, they become kind of cruel in a sense, like very self-centered. They take in more than they give. They can't inspire, so they lash out and try to deflate any progress that's happening around them in some way. So it feeds the ego and makes them feel better, which is what was in your crown, your pride energy here. And it's associated with the number 11, which talks about a lot of stagnancy instead of new growth. This is an energy that can literally like completely destroy you if you let it. So you have to be careful with that. Bottom of the deck, you have I said this. Generosity in reverse. I said this is about like someone having like a selfish energy. And then you have generosity in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this person acts in reverse. Like Aquarius energy is all about giving. If you look up the sign of Aquarius, or if you even know an Aquarius, you know they're very generous people. Very, I want to save the world, I want to help everybody kind of an energy. That's why their card is associated with the star, with that inspirational energy, very uplifting, very much pouring into others emotionally to help heal other people, to help energize other people. When it's in reverse, that is, you're dealing with a very self-centered energy here, someone who takes away. It's giving almost like a narcissistic kind of an energy here. Let's see what and then you have fear. I told you this, like somebody's being governed by fear. Their anxieties is getting the best of them, and it's the catalyst for causing them to act in these negative ways. Like whatever's attacking this person is causing them to become the thing that attacked them, and they're starting to project that onto other people instead of taking the time out to figure out why it's impacting them in this way, so they can fight against it and still stand in the spirit of Christ, which is healing, love, support. And then we have you again, Aries, motivation. Yeah, your fear is motivating you at this time. And as I said, that healing in reverse, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Okay. So motivated to be very unhealthy, creating unhealthy energy, creating things that are unstable. Number 16 at the bottom of the deck in reverse. It's number 19 at the bottom of the deck in reverse. It's 6-1. Remember, 6 is about what you're creating in the moment. And right after that, you have the number 1 in reverse. This talks about self-destruction. So whatever fear-generated things is happening in your life that's creating you to act a certain way, it's destroying your character. It's destroying something about you. And then you have sacrifice at the bottom of the deck, not willing to release things that are falling apart in the past. You have Sagittarius energy here. You might be dealing with the Sagittarius, I don't know, but this has something to do with having to deal with a lot of chaos or not being able to get what you want in a situation. Somebody's having a hard time not dealing with that, or not being able to accept that sometimes you don't. And then you have justice. Justice is here, and right behind that is balance and rest. So something's being rectified with things being in balance with what someone is doing. So what they're putting out is what they're getting back, which is things being unbalanced. That was a lot. Okay, I'm gonna pull some advice for you, Aries. Well, I feel like the overall energy was pretty much there, but you have to be careful with your energy. Like, I hear people say all the time, I match energy. Yeah, but what type of energy are you matching? You know, are you matching the positive energy that people are giving you, or are you matching the aggressive cruelty that people are giving you? Because if you're matching that energy, then you're filling your cup, your spirit, your water within yourself with that type of tainted energy, and in essence poisoning yourself. So you have to be careful with the type of energy that you're matching, if you get my drift. Let's see, I think I said that in Libra's reading. Yeah, I definitely said that in Libra's reading. What do we have for Aries? Whew, yeah. Okay, so this fell in reverse. Number 31 in reverse. Again, self-destructive energy, things going backwards, things falling apart, a lot of blockages, feeling like things aren't working. Stagnancy with the number 3 in reverse here. Somebody's clinging to the past for dear life and not moving forward here. And this card talks about flirt of water, which is about being able to heal, being able to produce good fruit, you know, being able to cleanse your own energy. And with this being in reverse, it's basically saying like something's dirty and it's not healthy for you. All right, what else do we have here? Yeah, and then yeah, someone's not being careful with the way that they do things. You have caution at the bottom of the deck and 82 here. So there's some negative karma that's being fed back to someone because it's the seed that they planted, so that's what they're getting back. And it's in the form of not having help in some way. All right, I'm gonna leave that there. I hope this helps, Aries. We're gonna move on to Sagittarius. Let me go ahead and timestamp the video for Sag. We have 49. Okay. Dude, my throat. My throat feels tired. I'm thirsty. I need more water. There's a lot of messages. Like, I didn't expect for it to be this much. Jeez. Okay. We're almost done, guys. Almost done. We're gonna move on to Sag. I'm out of water. I'm gonna drink the juice. Oh, Aries, I just heard this while I was drinking my juice. Be careful of becoming the thing that hurt you. Because if it hurt you, you didn't like that energy. So do you want to become the thing that hurt you and hurt others too? Because then you're spreading it like an infection. And the way that Christ came and he taught his disciples to spread a different type of energy throughout the world, throughout the community, it started with one person. It started with him. He came in and started being a certain way. And in being a certain way, people that were hurting gravitated to him to heal. And in doing so, took on that energy and also started to mirror the energy of Christ, which he called walking the way. And then thus it became, instead of it being 1, it was 2, and then it was 3, and before you know it, it was 12, and before it was 12, and after it was 12, it became multiple people, crowds of people, and before you know it, it spread all over the world. So be careful of what you're putting out, because if something hurt you, do you really want to create a world around you of that same hurt so that you're constantly feeding yourself that same pain? that is a trauma-based response to something that needs to heal, and you need to address that. Because if you're looking for peace, joy, and happiness in your life, you have to be peace, joy, and happiness in order to impact the people that are within your inner circle of having that, and then being able to create that in your own reality. That came to me just now. So that's for Aries. All right. Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna time stamp you for 50 because that's where we're at. All right, Sag. Sagittarius, Father. That juice is not helping. I want water, but I don't want to have to get up. I should have brought the cup with me. Okay, Sag. Got a couple. Ingenuity. That's your crown right now. You might be thinking a lot on how to put pieces together or make something happen. You have, this is falling out for all the fire signs. And like fire signs tend to have a lot of ego, but the significance of it being present in the fire sign reading, and it hasn't fallen out in any of your other towers except for the crown chakra and the north tower and the south tower. It's jumping between those two towers for the fire signs for some reason. And the north talks about expansion, opening yourself up to new insight, to new knowledge. And the south talks about challenges. Now west is outcomes and the east is your journey. And it's falling out for all of you guys. So something about pride for the fire signs. I don't know. All right, so your west tower has healing in reverse. And your east tower has guidance in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have Taurus in reverse. Someone might be feeling outcast or feeling like they don't fit in some way. Or this could be someone you're dealing with. I don't know. But you do have Taurus energy on the board. I don't see any other zodiacs here. Stability might be important. Maybe this could also represent like relationships falling apart. You might be losing a lot of connections with people. You see how this has like sisterhood. Maybe like people feel like they need to stay away. And two in reverse, this talks about losing people. All right, so ingenuity, pride being your challenge. I'm gonna clarify it. Your journey is feeling lost right now. This is the path that you're on right now. This feeling of loss, this feeling of not having a sense of direction when it comes to your life, or where it's going. And the completion of it is you feeling kind of, somebody might be feeling sick. Somebody could be sick. Okay, let's go ahead and get more information. I'm going to take the Taurus card and I'm going to put that there. And for some reason, I'm being called to use this deck, so I'm going to switch. Let's look at ingenuity for our Aries signs. Why is my deck like all mixed up? Hold up. Okay, so something flipped apparently. All right, so fated to suffer in reverse. Revenge is here. And calling forth the storm. I thought it was in reverse, but something just flipped while I was shuffling. Okay, it's a lot, guys. It's too much. You have Siegfried, which is someone might be feeling depressed. I said that like somebody, I am getting the energy like somebody feels really sick. somebody might be sick. They might, it doesn't have to be physical. It could be physical, but with Siegfried being here, it's almost like somebody feels depressed, like empty, like drained, like they don't have anything left. The temple of my body talks about being able to appreciate yourself even if you are not at your best. Somebody's overthinking about the future. You have today for tomorrow. It's here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, like you might be spending your current moments overthinking about the future. But you're doing this because you don't want to face what's hurting you in the moment. Like something's hurting someone in the moment, but they're trying to dive into like problem solving so they don't have to face what's really bothering them. Hold on a second. This is a lot. I haven't even like talked about the three that fell out. You have alone in the world, gilded regret, artificial heart, and addiction. Addicted. I'm gonna have to clarify this to see where this is leading. But I'm getting the sense that you're being hurt by, what's hurting you is that someone doesn't feel alone in the world. They're healing in some way, releasing pain and regret about feeling left alone in the world, and that's hurting you in some way. Okay, I'm gonna clarify that, but first let me go here. I'm gonna go up here and look at the three that fell out. Okay, so fated to suffer is in reverse here. So someone's not taking the bait. Someone's not doing something that's unhealthy for them. Like it's giving like somebody might be trying to poison someone with some sort of knowledge or wisdom or the lack of knowledge of something here, but somebody's not taking the bait. They're not gonna pay that price or take that and then suffer for something. Like somebody's not doing that. And whatever bait this is that's being given to them, this lack of wisdom or this wisdom of whatever, like it's being done out of a sense of revenge. Or this could be you feeling like someone not taking a bait that you're giving them. You might be feeling like that's a vindictive kind of way of doing things, that you want someone to take the bait, but they're not, and you feel like that's revenge, but it isn't. Like someone's just facing a problem head on. It's giving the energy like somebody's trying to create problems for someone out of revenge, but I don't understand it. Okay, let's look at addiction real quick. Hold on. What is going on with my cards? Let's see what we have here. What was this? Hiding your true self. Okay, so somebody could be like, I don't know, like somebody has an attachment to revealing people's truth in some way, or someone's, I don't know, like it's weird. Because you have addiction here, like maybe someone's really has a habit. That's what I was trying to find a word of, like a habit of revealing someone's inner truth. Because you have hiding your true self here, which talks about 41. It's 14, but it's 41 in reverse. And I've already told you what that number means in the other two readings. Basically, like someone self-sabotaging themselves. So I feel like someone sees how someone self-sabotages themselves, or they have a habit of seeing that. Take it as it resonates, and not obsessing over the false image that they're seeing. And then you have the star here again, Aquarius energy. Look at this, because you have obsession in reverse. Like somebody, like it's given like somebody sees this or has a habit of seeing this, but they're not really focused on it. They're not obsessing over it, over whatever truth they've seen or whatever happened when the mask came off, because you have masquerade in reverse, which talks about someone's being unmasked or a mask falling off. And then you have the star at the bottom here, which is being naked before the stars. Someone's very authentic or honest, or they stand in their truth. This is Aquarius energy here. And I feel like this is what I was getting before. You have perchance to dream, sacrifice, and anger and change. Like somebody wanted someone to be vindictive or vengeful because they're hurting. And then you have this again, today for tomorrow. They want to hide how they're feeling about something here. Downcast pride, someone's pride injured. All right, that's too much. My head hurts. It's hard. Give me a second, guys. Ooh, child. All right. Too much at once. All right, that's way too much. Let's just keep going. I can't. All right, what else do we have for Sagittarius? We're gonna go to your East Tower, which is this unknown energy here when it comes to where you're going, where you're journeying to. And then you have envious gluttony. Someone's jealous because they don't know where something is going or where someone is going, or what is this? Can someone comment if this is resonating with you? Can you comment below so you can let me know what the hell this is? Because it's very intense and it's kind of like overwhelming and it's too much information, quite frankly. What's at the bottom? Yeah, it's someone. Oh my God. So you have fragmented and reverse, like someone's giving out too much energy to some sort of unhealthy path that they're on. It's tearing someone to pieces. So like it's almost like someone's losing themselves in a situation. What is this? Sagittarius. And then you have downcast pride. It literally just flew out. Like it almost went outside the door. Someone might be feeling like they're standing on the precipice of something. Because this flew right on the door. Like the door, you know, frame, jar. Like it wasn't inside and it wasn't outside. So it's like standing on a precipice kind of an energy here. Downcast pride. So someone's pride was injured, and I saw that as your challenge. Your challenge was your own pride. That was the first card that fell out for your South Tower. And then you have, and I'm saying, I told you, like there's some sort of mask that's been unveiled here because you have Triumph of Lies. It's in reverse, which talks about some sort of truth coming to the surface. Like somebody, okay, so if you look at this card, I'm gonna flip it so you can see it. This is somebody who has so many different faces, so many different identities. They switch their clothes or their behavior based off of who they're dealing with, what they're dealing with. Like they have many faces to the point that they don't even know which one is their real face. And reverse here is like all those faces got ripped apart in some way, and their inner truth was seen, which is kind of like somebody feels dead inside. Is what I'm getting here, or something like that. And then you have today for tomorrow at the bottom of the deck again. This is someone spends way too much time overthinking about the future. What is this? And then your overall outcome, which is your West Tower, talks about being sick. Like whatever this is, it's making somebody sick. It's not healthy for them. It's tearing them up in some way. And there's a lot of cards on the board saying that. You have Siegfried, Triumph of Lies, Alone. You have the envious gluttony card. Look at this image on this card. And then you have, where's the other one? See, there was another one here. Where'd it go? Oh, child. Like, this is making somebody sick. Like, it's affecting their health. All right, let me go here. Let's look at your West Tower. Sagittarius. Okay, so someone's not healing because they want to be in control. They want to be the authoritative figure, and their reality in some way. Like I'm getting the energy like I'm in control, I'm the boss, I'm this, like it's me, like you do me, or something like that. Like this is someone who wants attention or wants authority, or I don't know. What is this? And then you have the temple of my body. There's some deep insecurities in somebody here that they need to appreciate and not just try to assert themselves in a visual sense, but it needs to come from within. So it's giving Queen of Wands energy in reverse, whereas someone tries to paint over their character so people see them a certain way, but they don't really feel a certain way on the inside. So is that really your true character? Is the question here. Are you really walking in your own truth? All right, so what's this card? Because it flipped, but it didn't show me. Oh, it fell out, guys. Look at this. Today for tomorrow. Dude. Okay, so and then you have black flower fragrance here. Like somebody just loves the way that bad things taste or smell. Like they just love bad things is what I'm getting here. Or unhealthy things. And then you have inner child. Like, look at this. Like, bride in a cage. Like somebody's really... Dude. Yo. Okay, yeah, that's too much for me. I can't. I'm just gonna go this way. What advice do we have for Sagittarius? Because that was way too much for me. Let's close this out. What advice do we have for Sagittarius? I'm gonna sage when I'm done. Like, that's too heavy. What do we have for Sagittarius? Oh, it fell out. All right, so you might be having friends that can see things from a clearer perspective in your life with gnomes here. Gnomes come as a, like they wake up when there's signs of trouble to help guide you through a situation here. These are friendly figures. This could be neighbors. This could be friends, family, but someone sees things from a higher perspective. They see things from a more clear perspective. It's not tainted by shadowy or low frequencies that will kind of like skew the way things are in order for you to see clearly. Okay, and whatever your friends are doing, they're helping you see through some sort of illusion here. When it comes to you feeling like things aren't going your way, like feeling like your life is cursed in some way. Like somebody might actually be thinking that their life might be feeling cursed in some way, like all bad things keep happening to them. But I feel like your friends or someone in your life sees something clearly that can help you see something more clearly. Because this also talks about sound healing in reverse. Someone's seeing things from a very shady point of view. All right, so bottom of the deck we have here rhythm, higher self, and reality. Somebody needs a reality check and they need to rest. Like somebody needs a deep rest because they're doing too much and it's making them sick. All right, so I'm gonna leave that there. I hope this helps, guys. Thank you so much for watching and for being a part of the channel. Make sure you like, hit the subscribe button if you are a first-time viewer to the page and you want to become a member of the family or be notified when I'm going live. Get that little ding whenever I post. Hit the bell notification. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.